This is a very exciting moment. Over here we have the Xpeng P7. Now, my first impression of it, the door. Look at this. Just like what you would have on a Lamborghini. This is so cool, except for this car, it's not expensive because it only costs 70,000 euros. That's right, you heard me. Now, if I'm being very honest, I think this door is already flawed because look at this. It shakes a lot, especially in this angle, and this is something that did not really intrigue me at first. Which brings me down to a big question. Is it better than a Tesla? Well, it competes against the Tesla Model 3 and the BMW i4 and the BYD Seal. Now, when it comes to this segment, I think they are one of the best cars because they are lightweight and they can use the electricity efficiently. This is how good this segment is. In fact, I'd say the best would be the BMW i4, but then when it comes to value for money, lately the Chinese cars have been doing great business. So far, any Chinese car I've reviewed, when it comes to equipment list, they top everything. But when it comes to desirability and design, they tend to be a different story. Let's take a look at this Xpeng P7, which is not very expensive. Now, I have to confess that these 5 spokes look amazing for this Xpeng P7. And if Tesla could have cameras just about everywhere, so could Xpeng. I mean, look at this. You have one camera here, one camera there, and one camera there. Now, when it comes to technology, I'm not really a fan of having too much gadgets because we have to talk about long-term reliability. Will these gadgets hold up, or will they be an additional to the repair bill in long terms? So when I say long terms, I'm talking about 5 years from today. So as I mentioned earlier, great value for money in terms of equipment. Already what I see is that you get a 360-degree parking camera with parking sensors at the front and at the rear. But then on the other hand, desirability. Chinese car manufacturers tend to have an identity crisis, and unfortunately the Xpeng P7 has become a victim to this. Look at the exterior design. Looks very sporty, looks very nice, but at the same time it looks like a mishmash of various car manufacturers. The front, first thing that came to my mind was something like a Hyundai or a Mercedes, thanks to this continuous headlight right here. Now, from this angle, it does have some resemblance to a Jaguar for some reason, especially with this rear light design. But then as we approach the rear, it again reminds me of a Hyundai of some sort. Like, the first thing I see when I see this design right here is a Hyundai sedan of the 2000s for some reason. And especially with this round edge design right here, but it still looks cool nonetheless. I really like how Xpeng has executed this design. Exterior body paint is called Ketoki Green. It looks interesting with this particular Xpeng P7, and especially with the fact that you get the black trim on top, so black rear view mirrors and the black trim onto the side of the windows. Interesting. And the interior fabric is called light gray Nappa. So now it's time to check out the interior. First thing I really like is the 2-spoke steering wheel. Looks very premium, looks quite nice. But before we cover it, I want to talk about the door again. To close the door, there's this button right here, easy to reach from the driver's seat. It takes a bit of time to close it. Now, it should be noted that these doors are optional. You can opt for conventional doors, which is something I would go straight for because honestly, as cool as these doors are, they are just not interesting in my opinion. But again, electric seat adjustments are good though. I like it. I'm impressed. Now, steering adjustment, it's manually done, which is ironic, but then it's cool. You can move it up, down, in and out. It's decent. Now I'm going to talk about the steering wheel in detail. So the feel of the steering wheel, it's got this squeegee leather on the side. You get this aluminum looking material right here, although it is plastic. It's nice. It's got and then you get this piano black effect on top of it. Very interesting. The steering wheel feels interesting to hold on to. I'm very impressed with it. So I can just put my hand in this position and it's decent. I'm impressed. It's very pleasant. Now, the gear stick, just like on most electric cars of today, they put it right here next to the steering wheel. Good. The lighting controls are integrated together with the wiper controls right here. It's just something I have to get used to. Thank goodness they didn't move the transmission to the screen like some competitors have done, because honestly I find this pretentious. Good job, Xpeng. Good job. Now you get a wireless telephone recharge right here. You get 2 cup holders right here, which go downwards and they can elevate back up if needed. It's decent. I like this kind of presentation actually. It's good. It's very nice. Simplicity, which boasts practicality. Now the air vents are right here, but they are disguised within the trim, just like you'd see on a BMW. The BMW i7 and the BMW i5. They did a brilliant job with the air vents. So it's good. It's good. Now, something a bit interesting is going on. I like how you get the light leather right here and everything. But then as soon as you look at the infotainment system area, the plastic is prominent. That's a bit bizarre because right here you get the squidgy leather, which is good. But then right here, plastic. Just something I thought I'd point out. A little storage space underneath with 12-volt socket in there. USB point. Decent. Although it's just difficult for me to reach what's there, so it's just a matter of getting used to. Now, central console storage, the moment of truth. You can move it you can open it from the passenger side, or you can open it from my side, the driver's side. It's good. It's deep. It's good for its segment, actually. I'm impressed. Now, the moment of truth, glove box. Ooh, the glove box is average for its price and segment. Okay. Door bin. Now let's check out the door bin. So again, my water bottle is in there. It can fit in there. The pocket is quite short. Now let's see what happens if I open the door with my water bottle in there. All right. Okay, nothing fell out. I'd like to talk about the infotainment system. It is absolutely stunning. So it's very similar to what I've seen on Google Maps. It's a live system, so it tells you where there's a traffic and where not, thanks to the green lines and the red lines. Now let's check this out. You can basically close the door from inside. Look at this. It's, oh, come on. No, come on. I want to close the door from inside, just like you can on a Tesla. Oh, well done, Xpeng. Well done. But each time I do this, the seating memory kicks in for no reason. It's annoying now. I mean, it is not entirely Xpeng's fault. It's my fault. I have to program it. Let's check out the back door. Wait, can it open the back door actually? Oh, all right. Let's open the back door. Oh, we can open the back windows. Navigating around the menu is quite easy and quite simple. Easy to get done. It's good. You can go through the mechanics of the car, or you can go through the lightings. That's very interesting. You even get an X-Pilot. And you even get a detailed climate control. Ooh, this is getting interesting. Heated steering wheel. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, and you even get this Assist Xpeng, which looks like a robot. I bet it's an AI. Now it's time to check out the rear seats of the Xpeng P7, but thank goodness you get a conventional rear door. That's actually convenient. Now, oh, my water bottle. You get this nice armrest right here, which is good. It holds my bottle in place. And I like this piano black effect you get right next to the cup holders, and this nice squidgy leather right here. Oh my goodness, the armrest is so squidgy, quite literally. Wow. Backseat pockets, I like how it's leather. It is deep, but it's so firm. It's like I don't think you want to pull that leather, because in long terms that leather will scratch or something. You get a not so detailed climate control at all. In fact, there's just air vents right here. So you just have to pray that the front passenger and the driver understand your climate needs. For the rest, practicality solutions, the door bin is decent. Front windows roll all the way down, but for the rear windows, I can't really say the same thing. Come on, why not? Now for the exciting part, we're going to check out the boot space of this Xpeng P7. It's quite interesting, but already I just noticed something. Why do you have so much mechanical details exposed right here? The volume of the boot space is decent. It is very deep. It's good, but I don't see any practicality solution at all, everyone. This is the first time I've ever seen this. No tether point, no 12-volt socket anywhere, but you get this additional floor down here. Oh, right, so this is for your repair kit. Right, I see. The floor is flat, which is good, and then there's this round edge design right here, round edge lip, so therefore it's easy to slide luggages in and out. And because the body paint is not exposed at all, it's instead flat right here, like vertical. So therefore, in long terms, this car is going to endure. But then the volume above is not that much, because you see you get the bodywork right here. So yes, Anyways, you don't really look at this segment for practicality purpose, so to be honest, this car is average, but competitors do offer more equipment for the boot space. So here's my conclusion of the Xpeng P7. Price of 70,000 euros, this Xpeng P7 is good value for money in terms of equipment. The equipment list you get is fabulous. The infotainment system was, I think, one of the best in terms of details and in terms of usability. And I was quite impressed with how they executed the interior. They tried to be themselves a bit more. Whereas the exterior looked like a mishmash of various car manufacturers, the interior looked more authentic. It looked more interesting. That's what I like about this Xpeng P7. Now, if I had the choice, I'd get rid of those scissor doors. I would stick to something conventional. It's optional, thank goodness for that. And I would just make the rear window go down a little bit more if I could. But then if there's no chance of doing it, doesn't matter, because this car is already good enough. I'm impressed. On the practicality sides of things, it was hit and miss. On the good side, the practicality solutions at the front seat and back seats were amazing. They were as good as they needed to be for this price and segment. But then I was a bit surprised you don't get a frunk, which is a front storage space underneath the bonnet. And the boot space, it had a lot of volume, but it just didn't have any practicality solutions at all. Like no tether point, no 12-volt socket, or any net for better storage or keeping things organized.